Okay. Did you know you'd be meeting up again with him?
I always had the feeling. Yeah, I mean, you're one-on-one. You know, of course, the shot has to be a third fight. Werdum is one of the fighters I admire a lot. He's had his bad moments in his career. He always came back stronger. He has big victories there over Kane for the title, over Fedor. So he's definitely a fighter who, through resilience, keeps coming back, keeps improving. You can see it very clearly in his fight style. And yeah, looking forward to fighting.
How important is this fight to you? I mean, have they talked to you about this being the #1 contender fight? Has that been mentioned to you by the UFC?
I believe that this is the #1 contender fight. Winner of this fight is going to fight Stipe.
Which makes sense, obviously, since you guys are at the top of the rankings. Do you, looking at, you're up in, 37 years old, and he's also in his late 30s.
He's 40.
Oh, is he 40 now? Okay. Do you find it interesting that the top guys right now, the top guys are all, more experienced? Do you think the experience trumps youth in this division?
Well, apparently with the heavyweights, they have a little extra durability. They can go a little bit longer. Yeah, maybe also because of the lack of heavyweights, right? Because it's a shallow top 20, of which it's an elite top 5. I mean, if you put in 100 more heavyweights who are good, it'll be a little bit more hard to compete. But yeah, I'm not complaining.
What would you say is the secret to your success of, being in there so long for over a decade?
2 decades. My first fight was '97. And, people can say, kickboxing, whatever. When you're 17 years old and you're fighting a 32-year-old full-grown man, to me that is a real fight. And, yeah, so it's been 20 years fighting. One of the secrets is, you got to keep your body healthy. Don't take too many hits to the head.
Have you changed your training over the years with that in mind, and the fighting style?
It's always changing and it's always developing. I can clearly see that in my 20 years I've had my good periods, I've had my bad periods. In the bad periods, you're not training clever, you're not improving. But in the good years, you're always improving and you're always looking for the edge.
What would you say was your turning point to the new improved Alistair?
There's no turning point. It's just 20 years, hard work, falling down, getting back up, keep going, beating people, beating a lot of people. I don't know how many, which I think we're nearing 80th fight or something, in 85 or something. But the same goes for Werdum. He has a lot of experience, a lot of bad periods, coming back stronger, and I respect that a lot, actually.
How big was it to get the win over Mark Hunt, another veteran, somebody that's been through the grinder for many years?
Well, I did not expect any different, to be honest. I believe I'm a better fighter than Mark, even though he's extremely tough, he's extremely durable. But I just believe I'm better, and the way we prepare, the way we train. It was extra sweet because he was smack talking a lot. That actually motivated me more because I was sick one day before I had food poisoning.
Oh, wow.
Sucked the life out of me. I was in the hospital actually twice.
Wow.
And they gave me medication against nausea. And I kind of was okay at fight day, but you could clearly see my gut was bloated. And but the show had to go on. He was talking a lot, and that motivated me. I really wanted that fight to happen. I really wanted to finish him.
How was this? Did this happen before weigh-ins or was it after weigh-ins?
It was actually the day of the weigh-ins.
So how?
At the weigh-ins, I was out. I was. Remember looking at myself in the mirror, the yellow pill. Oh. But we pulled it together and we went for it, and it was a beautiful fight.
What did the thought of pulling out even enter your mind? It had to
No.
a little bit.
No. Well, for myself, I have in my mind I want to be at least 70 to 75%. If I'm less, then it's just not. It's not feasible to fight because you're going to fall down by yourself, so to speak. But Yeah, I was able to be at 75%, and then I was going to go for it. We're going to go for it full steam. Now there was another pullout. The Russian wrestler, the Russian what's his lightweight, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, same card.
And that was announced Friday, that he got rushed to the hospital by Dana White himself. Actually at the weigh-ins, I was sitting there with my hat on, feeling all crappy, but not letting nobody know. But then Dana was like, okay, we got a bummer for this event. Khabib just went to the hospital. He's out. He's not fighting. Which to me was, this fight is happening. I am fighting. But I wanted to fight. I mean, yeah.
So, how important was it to get that win after the Stipe loss, to get that back? And did you think that you would be so quick if you beat Werdum that you could be back in that title shot?
You know, things can go very quick. For my self-confidence and for my development as a fighter, it was really important to get that win. It felt to me, you know, the way we train, it also, oh, it's Travis. It didn't really come as a surprise, but at the same time, you got to still pull it off. You got to still do it. Yeah, what can I say? It was an important move. It was an important victory.
So Werdum, you fought him twice. How much of that will play into your training for this fight, or do you not look at the past as much in fighting a guy like him?
Well, I feel like he's one of the heavyweights that I know the best. Actually, I've never fought somebody 3 times. This will be the 3rd time. So you can imagine you're studying, you're preparing, you're for the 3rd time facing off, going through the whole ritual. And yeah, I think he's the fighter I know the best.
And if you defeat him next week, you fully expect to fight Stipe for the belt this year?
Yes.